좋은 아침이에요. 오늘 비 오는 아침인데요. 여기 이스탄불의 베식더스 커피 마시면서 이야기합시다. Good morning and good night and welcome to a very rainy day here in Istanbul. Cold and rainy today, 10 degrees Celsius and it's still raining. You can see all the roads are still wet, the reflection, and because it's raining, a lot of people in the cafe today. Usually, like at this time in the morning, I'm usually the only ones around. But it seems like when it's raining or snowing, right? People here in Istanbul don't actually like. They actually, I see more people in cafes when it's raining or snowing, which means that people in Istanbul, right? When it's raining or snowing, they can choose not to go to work. I don't know. Is that right? But anyway, good morning and good morning, Liana from London. My London girl. I'm here having my double shot Americano. Yes, double shot, tall black double shot, and cookies. And let's take a look at what Istanbul looks like today. Wow. It's actually quite cold, you know. Like yesterday was 13 degrees Celsius, today is 10 degrees Celsius, but this is kind of like spring weather. It's still raining. If you go out there, you can feel the drizzle on your face still. And this is the kind of day I'm going to just stay indoors and just chit chat, you know. Yesterday, I showed you guys, we went to the Bosphorus Straits together. Today, we'll just be in my cozy little corner and chit chat, man, chit chat. I love chit chatting like this. I love sitting around with friends and just chit chat more than touring places, you know, honestly. But I know like that makes for very boring live streams. The thing is, well, I just woke up. Yeah, I woke up today at about what? About 9:30 a.m. And now right now it's 10:30 a.m. So I woke up an hour ago, showered, and my hair's still wet, still not dry yet. And so this is 100% my morning coffee. Liana, today is 4 degrees Celsius in UK. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm underdressed today, you know, honestly. Like, on the way here, I actually feel rather cold. Yeah. You see, you usually don't see this number of people in this cafe at this time at all. Because it's raining, you see so many people. That's what I suspect, you know. The culture here in Istanbul is so slow that when it's raining or snowing, people don't even go to work. They just hang out in cafes. Slow life, no, really slow life. Liana, I've not been a week long. I just woke up. It's a lot of people on my live streams, like a lot of my regulars here, live pretty much my kind of lifestyle, where you sleep till you wake up naturally, you take life easy and slow. Yeah, most of my viewers are like that. It's actually really interesting to know. Liana, yeah, much more people than yesterday. Yeah, much more. I find that on sunny days, or maybe these are the people who are not working anyway. So on sunny days they'll be out, you know, enjoying the sun. And when it's raining, they come into cafes. Maybe they are just housewives. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Because it's 90% ladies here. Okay, when I say just housewife, I don't mean just housewife in deprecative manner. Okay, it's just kenyang housewife is not looking down on housewife. Okay. And good morning, Albert. Thanks a lot, Albert. This is what you bought me for today. My coffee today sponsored by Albert. Albert's here, Albert. Here's your sponsor for today. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Albert, for buying me coffee today. But yesterday I didn't actually have coffee, so your sponsor, your tip yesterday, Albert, goes into coffee today. And if you just join me, welcome. It is a rainy and cold morning here in Istanbul. It's still raining out there. And because it's raining, there's a lot more people here in the cafe, Vendors Cafe. The cafe, my neighborhood cafe I come to whenever the weather is bad, like raining and everything. And you see, when it's raining, you see a great increase in the number of people in the cafe. It's quite interesting. See, it's still raining actually. If you walk out there, you feel the drizzle in your face. So good thing we did a walk around yesterday. And here's my little corner, my charming little corner. So good thing we actually did a walk around yesterday. So we went to the Bosphorus Straits together yesterday. So those of you who missed it, you could check out yesterday's live stream. Today is a rainy day, so I won't be going out walking or discovering stuff. I just woke up and my hair is still wet, so it's still flat. And good afternoon, Albert, right, in Hong Kong. Oh, afternoon. And yeah. So my question of the day for you guys today is this. Liana, yes, many people misunderstand when anyone says they are just housewife, but I think it's people's mentality. Think housewife, I don't know why. I don't know why people are getting very sensitive about things like that. But when I say, I didn't say it in a deprecative way. To me, status, if you know me long enough, right, you know that any kind of man-made label or status or identity means nothing to me. I see a beggar exactly the same as I see a president of a country or a company. To be honest, I don't go like, oh, he's a president. Wow, no. I just see human. He's this human. He's that human. All other labels are just man-made. I don't give any credit for man-made things at all. That's why I don't care about man-made buildings either. Yeah, been here in Istanbul for 1 year and 3 months and never been to Hagia Sophia. I just don't care about this kind of things. I care about human, not the man-made things. Liana, but East Asian housewife isn't bad. Oh no. Many enjoy being housewife. Not true anymore. That's the last generation mindset, in East Asia, especially not so much in Japan, but because in Japan women are still expected and they still pretty much enjoy being housewives. But this is no longer the case in Korea or China. Korean and Chinese ladies in a certain way find it rather demeaning to be housewives anymore. So if you tell them a housewife, that's why you see a lot of Korean idols, right? The K-pop idols or actresses, right? Actresses in Korea, they marry very rich families, yes? And then inevitably, after a few years, they divorce, yes? And usually the reason is they cannot stand being housewives. They want to go out and they want to continue their lives, and there's a lot of conflicts doing so, and it ends up in divorce. Yeah. So right now, even East Asian ladies, they want to have their own dreams. That's like my wife. My wife cannot imagine being a housewife. She has her dreams and ambitions. The world is so big, so fun, so much to do and explore. There's no time to be kept like a bird in a cage to her. So that's the kind of mentality right now, actually, in the Far East. But here in Turkey, I spoke to some Turkish guys, yeah. They say even in Turkey this is changing. They say in the last generation, Turkish women love to get married, settle down and be a housewife. But this generation of Turkish women, no. They're extremely strong. They're out there vying for everything, Albert, problem is that most lack the qualities to do so. They simply leech off the husbands. Exactly. In the Far East right now, China, Korea, or Japan. Not so much Japan. Actually, I've been in Japan for a long time, yeah, but and I don't see this at all. What do I mean? It's like in Korea and China, unless you're filthy rich, the women would usually not willingly be a housewife. So if you're like a CEO of a big company, not small company, a big company, then the kind of women you meet or the kind of women you tend to marry are the ones who would happily be housewives for you. Yeah. But to me, that kind of relationship is really not healthy. To me, if the way I am treated differs or varies according to the amount of money that I have or my social status, that's a fake relationship. But these days, a lot of East Asian ladies, they challenge this point of view. They say, if you don't, a lot of East Asian ladies are saying this, okay? If you don't like us, if you don't like it that we like you for your money and power, why do you like us for being beautiful? Then you should be able to marry any ugly girl. You should not. Of course, I'm saying this on a very surface level. In the end of the day, to me, there's no such thing as a pretty or ugly girl. Okay, there's no such thing. You shave off this layer of soft tissue, everybody looks the same. Okay, not even men and women. I don't even discriminate or distinct between men and women anymore. You shave this off, you can't even tell if it's a man or woman. Then I think being businesswoman and housewife are both valid. Yeah. I think whatever anyone chooses exactly, it's just a lifestyle. You just, whatever the status or whatever the label is, it's just a form of lifestyle. It's a choice, But I think the problem is in a lot of relationships today, people don't give each other the permission to make such a choice. That's when you have a lot of problems. Albert, well, need all pillars, show them the money first, then have the chance to shine other facets. For me, no, Albert. For me, even when I met my wife, I look like crap. Nobody knows what I do. I never tell nobody what I do for a living. I don't tell how I make my money. I dress like crap. I don't have labels. And I don't talk about money. And when people ask me what I do, I simply say I'm a YouTuber. Or I'm just doing nothing. That's what I say, Nobody would ever associate me with money. And my wife likes me without knowing exactly if I'm financially capable or secure or even what I do for at least the first 6 months. For at least the first 6 months, she never knew what I do for a living. Yeah. That is true love. That's why she becomes my wife. I don't believe in show them the money first, then show them other facets. No. For me, if you're not clear-eyed enough to see the real me, then you have no rights to know about my money. Yeah. If your eyes are so muddy that all you see is money, then you would, and not the real me, then you will never see my money either. That's my principle. Kim Teo, good morning, good night. Welcome to a rainy day. Today is a rainy day here in Istanbul, and when it's rainy, you guys know where I am. Boom, Ada Vendors Cafe, my favorite neighborhood cafe. Hello. And today, because it's a rainy day, more people than usual today here in the cafe. And they so nicely cut up my cookie today. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate this kind of thing. Albert, try to tick all boxes. People can sniff the vibe. People can sniff the vibe, meaning what? I don't understand. Albert, they know you're trying to be subtle. How do you know? Like look at it. This is how I dress, when I go out. Like crumpled old t-shirt, crumpling old hoodies. That's how I dress, How nobody can know. I don't even have a watch. I have nothing telltale about money on me at all. Liana, I always get turned off by guys who show off money. In case you guys just joined my live stream wondering what we're chatting about today, we're chatting about women, housewives, and and what attracts each other. We're talking about relationships today, okay? Albert, it's the energy and the attire. Energy. Liana, only gold diggers are like that, Albert. Yeah, I'm not sure enough because my wife never knew, number one, if I'm making money at all. Number two, if I'm making money, what the hell am I doing to make money? The only thing she knows is I'm a YouTuber, and she knows YouTuber doesn't make money much. And she loved me for it. At least for 6 months, she never knew how much money I have, what I do to make money, nothing. She didn't never know any, she never even asked. For 6 months, she just loved me for, until today, she still tells me the same thing. I love you because you're so cute. I want to be loved that way. I want to be loved like a puppy dog. I don't want to be loved for being wise, powerful, rich or whatever. I want to be loved for being cute and cuddly, just like a puppy dog. That's what I want to be loved for. My wife, Limbu, she loved me like that. Yeah, she never. Until today, I ask her, why do you like someone like me who is like wandering around the world, who's got nothing to show for, I've got no status, no money to show for, nothing that Korean society likes to show for. I don't. Why do you like me? And she always say this one thing, because you're damn bloody cute. Oh well. Kim Teo, the way you talk doesn't sound like someone who is broke. You mean people who are broke talk in a certain way? Right now I could have no money in the bank. How you guys know? How do you guys know if right now I'm actually needed in debt and negative equity? How would you know? Albert 气场哇，元気だもん。Who here knows what was that? What is this reference? Genki Dama. If you know this reference, you are my era, man. Liana, a woman who is just interested in you for you isn't focusing on your money, just how you treat her. Yeah, I think so. No, I think so. My wife, honestly, to be honest, why she likes me is still a mystery to me. To be honest, what was her decision-making process in getting to be with me is still a mystery to me. To be honest, I'm not someone a girl would consider, or any lady would consider to be a valid choice for a boyfriend or a spouse. To be honest, I'm not someone like that. That's why a lot of people think I have like I attract a lot of girls, which is actually not true. I actually repel a lot of girls because most women see in me things that they don't like. They don't want men to be like me. They don't like men like me. They want men to be solid, stable, kind of thing. But I'm anything, and I'm everything other than those things. Kim Teo, you won't be staying in Seoul as a foreigner if you don't have money. Oh no. I see a lot of foreigners, rather broke and really working hard to live in Seoul. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen a few foreigners who really all their life they work so hard in factories, sometimes illegally in Korea, and eventually they get married, eventually become citizens. Yeah, so. And I know quite a few of these very inspiring stories. One is a Filipino lady, and another story of an Indian man. Of course, when I say Indian, I'm not sure if it's from India or Pakistan or like that region, or Sri Lanka, or Bangladesh. I can't tell. But nothing wrong with gold diggers. Point is, goal expected must correspond with NAV. Yeah, that's valid, you know. Actually, to be honest, um, most guys, most men who are what I call career focused men, they have no time to consider love. Career focused men want women to like them, to be with them for things that they can control 100%, which is their own career, you know. But actually, they don't really have 100% control. It's just an illusion. But the thing is this, they rather women like them for their money than for anything else mystical that they cannot quantify or control. Good morning, Astro Boy. Oh, Astro Boy name also say oh. For those, a lot of messages to go through. Let's go through the messages. Today we're talking about relationships. Why guy like women's role in society, stuff like that. And I even shared why and how my wife Limbu come to like me. It's still a mystery to me, honestly. Liana, I never gave an opinion on gold diggers, Albert. I just stated the kind of women you are saying things like that. Yeah. But I would say that maybe even gold diggers have a place in that some guys just prefer gold diggers. Yeah. Because at least money is something they think they can control. They think they think they can control their money better than other aspects of themselves. So there was once a Korean businessman. He was interviewed and he married a very young model. And then in the interview, they asked him, they asked him that this girl is in it for the money, can't you tell? You know what he said? He said, I'd rather she be in it for money than some other things that cannot quantify and control. At least, he said, at least money is something I'm confident to provide for perpetually. But if she wants love, I don't know how to give. That was what he said. Albert, regarding iOS, you can make money easily. Oh, I don't understand this. Why iOS you can make money easily? Lian, since you're insinuating all women are the same, I don't think he's meaning that way. Albert, you attract gays low. Oh, I attract gays. Yes, I attract gays easily. Oh, you don't know that? Let me share with you one interesting thing. Okay, are you ready for a very interesting thing? This, in Korea, my best friend, okay, Alan, he's actually gay. He's openly gay, so I can talk about it because he's open and he's not ashamed of it. Okay. Now, do you know that he's my best friend? And you know what? Do you know my wife, Limbu? She's never worried about any girls around me. She's never worried about anyone. She's only worried about Alan. Alan, if you're watching now, you know. Limbu is very, very worried about you and me. Yeah, I attract gays. Yes, it's funny. I don't know why. Astro Boy, 龟派气功 Kamehameha. Yeah, Albert, Astro Boy, you're all my generation. Genki Dama. Super Saiyajin. Super Kamehameha. Liana, Limpeh, I know a lot of women that would be attracted to you, really. But honestly, lately I have had ladies who has openly showed interest in me. I can tell, when you start to initiate touches and certain eyes, I know. But those people, they see my spending power. That's the problem. So, yeah. Those ladies, they saw my spending power. Immediately the attitude changed. So, yeah. But I can't blame them. I know if you are spiritually, emotionally, and financially not mature enough, you get attracted by money easily, very easily. It's not their fault. Liana, there's so many people, different people in the world that's going to be attracted to you. I don't know why. I'm a human magnet. You know, I share you guys a story. When I was a monk in a Buddhist temple, do you guys prefer this view or the view of the painting? I think this view is more meaningful. Huh? Let's just stick to here. When I was a monk, for those of you who don't know, when I was 17 years old, I ran away from home to a Chinese temple and became a monk for about 7 months. Because I wanted to understand the deep truth of life. Yeah. So during the period of time when I was a monk, so in the evening in the temple, we run a lot of programs for lay people. Yeah. And there was this whole group of housewives who would every day come and talk to me and call me I'm the public son, you know, like they're all like always like bustling around me, like, oh, Elmer, hi Limpeh, hope you're doing okay. Yeah, hi Elmer, good evening Elmer. Oh, late night for you again. Today we're talking about relationships, about why guys like women like men, men like women, and the role of women in society, and sharing a lot of stories about my own experiences and about my wife's experiences as well. So good morning. I hope you guys enjoyed today's conversation. And Fire Dragon CD, hello. Oh, Elijah Nim also say, oh. Albert, as in you said, maybe you have no money now, but vibe is can make it back fast. Yeah, because you know, how would you guys know how much money I have right now in the bank? You don't know. Maybe I'm in on my last dollar. How would you know? I don't know. You don't know. Maybe this coffee I bought on credit card. Who knows? You don't know. Good morning, Fire Dragon. Albert, it's the metrosexual vibe. Wow, metrosexual. You know, I think one of the big reasons is this. You know, I don't discriminate between men and women, and I don't discriminate between. Basically, if you've been watching my live stream long enough, you know, I'm all about seeing human as just human. No man-made labels. Nothing man-made. This is the path of spirituality. So I don't discriminate between straights or homosexuals. I don't discriminate between guys and girls, or male or female. Like nothing. I just see human as human. No gender, no ethnicity, no preferences. I don't care if you're interested in weird sex. You know, it's not my problem. It's your own preference. Okay, as a human being, I see you as a human being, and therefore I don't reject any form of a human being. Yeah. Liana, well, because just like heterosexuals, there are many types of men. They are attractive. Yeah. Liana, I have a platonic love. Limpeh. What is a platonic love? I'm not too sure. Elijah is confused. Elijah looks very confusing. The fuck you guys are talking about today? Like, what? This is breaking all my moral and breaking all my values, boundaries. You know. The thing is, I'm all about breaking boundaries. I'm all about breaking everything man-made, including boundaries, beliefs, values, everything. You know? Because in order to realize what it truly means to be a human being, a natural or original human being, you need to be able to get rid of all these man-made labels. Otherwise, you won't never see the truth. And Hamdram from Singapore also say Hamdram Nim. The only person who claims to be more humdrum than I am, Mr. Humdrum from Singapore. Wow, everybody's so good vibe, huh? Vibing each other. Oh, let's see. Oh, did someone pop me? Wow, I'm so behind. Okay, hold on. I need to go through the messages real quick because I'm so behind in messages. Okay, hello. Okay, oh, we greeting each other. Oh wait, Singapore is 4 p.m. Oh, okay, greeting each other. This, that, Kim Teo. Maybe the housewife wanna adopt you as their son. And that's what they keep saying. That's what they keep saying. You know, they keep saying that, oh, they want to take me as their son. Okay, humdrum. Albert, thanks. Like, thank you. Okay, you're thanking you, thanking me. Okay, skip. And Albert, thanks for $3 tip today. Wow, Albert, thanks for buying me not just today's coffee. You're buying me tomorrow's coffee because you bought me today's coffee yesterday already. You know, your tip yesterday covered today's coffee, and thanks for tomorrow's coffee. And really, I'm really appreciate it, Albert, for always buying me coffee like this. You don't have to, I don't have to, but I really appreciate it because by helping me to keep this live stream as close to zero cost as possible, we are helping you're actually helping me to make this sustainable. Sustainability is as close to low or zero cost as possible in anything in life. Even in relationships. You know how many relationships they break up because it becomes too expensive to maintain, right? It's the same thing for everything in life. If you want something to be sustainable, you have to try to endeavor towards a zero cost. Zero cost not just in terms of money, in zero cost in terms of time, effort, and all that stuff as well. Resources. Platonic is a non-romantic love. I'm not quite sure if I know what that is or feels like, or I don't really know what it's about. Humdrum. Oh wow. Albert, you keep me sane. Wow, that's a big statement to make, Albert. I keep you sane, wow. I see. 唔該晒啊，唔該晒啊。In Cantonese, 咪唔該晒。Albert kind of stuck indoor time in Hong Kong. So the lockdown is still happening right now. This is the only reason why I'm here in Istanbul, by the way. It's normal life here. There's no COVID, nothing here. It's real normal life. So good. It's so normal. I can go out, I don't go out. It's so normal. I can fly to Greece or Egypt this weekend and I don't. There's so much freedom here that I don't bother to make use of the freedom. Honestly, one day I should just do this, But I don't really want to because I know I've heard complicated stories about customs clearance these days. That sometimes during this period of time, if you fly in and out of any country, sometimes you can get stuck, and sometimes you can run into crazy problems. If it's not for this, right? Honestly, this weekend I'll take a breakfast in Paris, and then a lunch in Barcelona. And then I'll go to Santorini for evening. That's what I will do in one day. A breakfast in Paris, lunch in Barcelona, and then dinner in Santorini. I can do that in one day. If not for all these restrictions going on. I really love to do it. Because that will be epic, in the end of the day, right? This is what life is about. It's about having a story to tell. Man, once I've done it, I can tell people, I've actually done something like fly into Paris in the morning for breakfast. After breakfast, fly to Barcelona for lunch. After lunch, fly to Santorini for dinner. It'll be epic. Even though it'll be epic tiring, I'll probably not quite enjoy it. But I would just like to do it for the story to tell. Platonic equals to non-sexual, non-romantic. Yeah, I know what the word means, but I don't know what it means in reality. Experientially, I don't know what it is. I know the word, but word does not represent anything to me, To me, it's all about the experience. I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's supposed to be like. Or when people talk about platonic relationships, are they just simply saying that I have a friend? If it's just friends, why do we have to invent the term platonic? Because you can be friends with guys and girls, or women or men, all the same. Don't have to discriminate between their gender in the first place, Fire Dragon. Liana, so I have a love for you as a friend. Yeah, then I'm a friend to you. Then All friends, regardless of gender, are platonic relationships. Huh? Yeah. So that's why what I don't understand is why that means it's just friendship. If it's just friendship, then why should a new term be invented for it? I don't know. Elijah, Jinjiao same in US. It makes you sort of question the Chayu in US. There's no Chayu in US. What makes you think there's Chayu in US? There's no Chayu in US. There's no Chayu anywhere. That's why when people talk about Chayu, right? You have to be very specific what you're talking about. Are you talking about lockdown? Are you talking about being able to speak out whatever you like? Are you talking about being able to post on the internet freely without consequence? Are you talking about, you have to be very specific. Because every country is different. No country is 100% Chayu. No. You know? Leonard, you'll be surprised how many people push the boundaries of friendship. But I know people who try to push, and when they push, I just walk. That's all. Yeah. Understand that in the end of the day, right? Up to a certain age, most men and women relationships are driven not by logic or not even driven by your self-will. It's driven by hormones in the end of the day. It's all there is, like an animal, you know. So it's natural. There are people who can hold back their hormone better than other people, but in the end of the day, that's just what it is. It's the same reason why animals mate on the streets, okay? So I say platonic, some people will mean traditional friendship. Interesting. But honestly, like terms like this doesn't quite come out in my life at all. And if you just join me, welcome. This is a live stream where every morning here in Istanbul, yes, here I am in Istanbul. I've been here for 1 year and 3 months. I bring you guys to a different location, a cafe here in Istanbul, and then grab a coffee, discover something about Istanbul, and then chit chat about anything and everything in life. Today is quite a cold morning, a spring morning, 10 degrees Celsius here in Istanbul. It's a rainy day. You can see, oh, the road's still wet, and it's still drizzling on my face. And children playing in the school around the corner here. There's a school here. Oh, it's still raining. There you see. Oh, so nice. Oh, it's still raining. I gotta go in. So whenever it's raining or whenever the sun is too strong, or whenever it's snowing, you see me come to my favorite neighborhood cafe, the Vendor's Coffee. And yesterday I brought you guys down to the Bosphorus Straits of Istanbul, the beautiful Bosphorus Straits. So if you missed it, do watch my live stream, yesterday's live stream. And today we're just gonna have a chit chat, nice and cozy. It's a cold, rainy day. Let's not go out. Yeah. Fire Dragon, Ha. Oh, what examples you mentioned of Chayu? No. There's no real freedom. There's no freedom in any country in the world. There's only relative amount of freedom, relative freedoms, yeah. I would say, compared with certain countries in the world, what I experienced in US is relatively freer, but it's still not free. Still not free. Kim Teo, did you get bar stamp? Oh yeah. Here. Here's the loyalty card. Every 6 coffee I get 1 free, and today is the 6th coffee. Today is the 6th stamp. Tomorrow's coffee will be free. And so, if tomorrow I come here, I don't always come here. If I come here tomorrow, it will be free. But either way, is tomorrow my coffee is free, because once again, tomorrow's coffee is sponsored by Mr. Albert from Hong Kong with his $3 donation. Thanks a lot. You covered my breakfast set for tomorrow morning. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Liana, yesterday was so beautiful. Yeah, the Bosphorus Straits of Istanbul is the most beautiful place here in Istanbul. So if you missed yesterday's live stream, do definitely watch yesterday's live stream. Elijah Chonda. So today we're talking about relationships, yeah, about why women, the role of women, like about how people see the role of housewife, about the reason why women likes men and men likes women. You know, I shared my story about why and how Limpeh and I got together. Some untold stories. So shish. Today I see share segment option on live stream. I kind of like this. What is share segment option? What is share segment option? Good morning, shish. Nice to see you today again. Today it's a rainy day. Hallelujah! It's a rainy day. Oh. Rainy day here. When it's raining like this, I just don't go out. You see? Still getting my allergic rashes. Ever since I recovered from COVID, every week I have new rashes. See like this. I don't know why. Elijah, you can clip a segment of the live. I don't know how to. Oh, you mean you guys can clip a segment of the live? Oh, so it's the share segment option is you can clip a segment of the live and share.
Direkt dağılıyor yani. Bana şimdi geldi. Senin bilgin olsun. Şeyi söyledim zaten. Gösterdiğimi söyledim. Teşekkür ederim.
Interesting. Even though I'm not so sure why anyone would do that, but yeah, interesting. I'm gonna have to dye my hair soon as well. I haven't dyed in 6 months. Usually I dye like twice a year, you know. It's all grey now. Even more underneath. So yeah, you know, there's this guy that I know in this restaurant just beside here. Let me show you guys the restaurant. Oh, I can't because I'm on the cafe internet. Oh, anyway, so this guy, he and his mother run a very small restaurant, very small, two tables restaurant, you know. And he shared with me his story how, like, he's 36 years old and he find it very hard to get married. He was a professional footballer with Besiktas Eagles, the one which the Korean soccer player plays in. It's a very big, probably the biggest club, football club in Turkey, probably. Now, so he was a player then until he got injured, and now he runs the restaurant with his mother. So he shared with me how hard it is these days in Turkey to find a woman, to get a wife who is willing to be with him in the restaurant, to help with the restaurant, to take care of the mother. That's what he really wants, you know. Someone who can blend into his family and take care of the mother. He said these days Turkish girls, they don't do that anymore. Yeah, so you know the last generation Turkish people are very similar in culture and values as the traditional Asian people, you know, traditional Far East people. Very similar cultures, very similar. You know, a lot of things about Turkish culture, right, is very similar to Korean culture, very similar. And he said these days, the generation of women is looking at nobody. He said nobody wants to do that anymore. Nobody wants to marry a man to take care of their mother anymore. But when I was young, like most ladies, when I was young and I hear adults they talk, yeah, and I observe what they talk about. And a lot of the ladies were growing up when I was young, they find it like, oh, when I love a man, I want to take care of his mother. That kind of vibe, you know, that, oh, I love this guy so much, I want to marry him, I want to take care of his family. That was what I saw in women when I was young, when I was very young. But no more, no, I don't feel that kind of vibe anywhere in the world today. No more. Shish. It's sunny as fuck today. It feels like summer in day and winter at night. Share segment, we can cut 10 to 15 seconds of live stream and share. Short videos are more popular than yeah. You know, right now my channel is most popular for my short videos rather than my videos anymore. Right now I'm so lazy to make videos anymore because short videos do so well. You know, these days my channel is more known for taking interesting videos about street cats and street dogs, yeah, street animals. And those 15-second clips, they do so well. I'm getting like hundreds of thousands of views. The kind of views that I don't get doing like a proper video, you know. It's so simple, you know? So what do you call that? It's so convenient. Liana, yes, many people my age end settling down and not getting married. Yeah. Fire Dragon. Sekal Otonio. Oh, okay. Sekal Otonio. Like the color. No, just black. Just black. Elijah, yeah, many end getting married these days. Humdrum, oh no, please be safe. Shish, worried and concerned. For me in Singapore, there's no four seasons, for it's located near the equator. Liana, a lot of people my age, if they ain't already married, they don't want to in the future. Yeah, I think so. Elma, animals are irresistible. Yeah, my animal shots and also my eating shots. Those are very popular as well. And these videos, right, are so convenient to make. You know, just 15 minutes clip, boom, you're done. You know, and you know those proper videos, like I need to have a proper thing to do or say to show. Sometimes I take like effort to put them together. You know, but short videos, man, no effort, man, just boom, you're done. Humdrum, Sana, 你看 my friend's son already planning their wedding already. You still never bring a girl back home for us to see. How disrespectful are you? Traditional Asian value. Yeah, same thing I hear in China, same thing I hear in Korea. Oh, interestingly, I don't hear this in Japan anymore. Japan culture is actually right now quite very different from Korea and Chinese culture and China culture, that at least in my experience. Fire Dragon, I feel like people's parameters as to whom they consider as a lifelong partner is changing. Parameter as what kind of parameters? Humdrum. Then I awkwardly, yeah, sorry. No, nobody should have to be forced to do anything. In my opinion, if honestly, I mean, I'm not trying to talk down on your mother, but anyone who talks like this, I cut from my life. Because when you talk like this, you know, in that one sentence, you're showing that number one, you want to please your own ego by making someone else do something that will affect the rest of life. This is to me extremely selfish. Number two, this person is allowing everything in society to affect however that person wants to live their life, and they have no respect whatsoever for individual human choice. To me, someone like this, whether it's a mother or what, I cut from my life. I'm sorry. This kind of people just don't cut it in my life. they affect people negatively. This is why, you know, like I am quite against the idea of staying in very traditional families, you know, because this kind of families will snuff the life out of you. These families will extinguish the natural human choice and the natural human life, or the original individualness of humanity out of your soul. Which is why right when I was young, I wanted so much to break away from my parental family. So much. I wanted away so much that the moment I could go into the military, I signed a contract to turn Korea straight. That's when I see the opportunity to like just break away, you know. Like I feel like so being stiffed and snuffed out within a kind of in that kind of setting. Liana, well, it's modern times. Not everybody feels the need to meet everyone in the family. Yeah. The thing is, what do you call family? To me, family is just another label. Again, you know, like you guys know, I'm against all forms of identities and labels. What you call a family or mother or father, all these things are just labels. To me, I only see human, and I only see what human do to human. That's all. If you do to what another human something which is inhuman, then you're out of the books, regardless of the label you wear, whether mother, father, president, whatever. You know? Elijah, like loyalty and communication, for example. But loyalty is an iffy thing, loyalty. You know, you cannot force loyalty. Like again, you know, this thing is a lot of people will disagree with me again, but ideals, I don't even call it ideas, I call it an ideal. Ideals such as loyalty, it's very iffy. What exactly do you call loyalty? How do you define loyalty? Just another glamorous idea of human beings. In the end of the day, you need to let human be human. Humans need to do for themselves what is humanly best for themselves. If what is humanly best for themselves is to break away and defend for themselves, then the idea of loyalty should not get in the way. I don't know, but that's how I think. I think humans should just be human without imposing. If you're loyal, good. If you feel if being in a situation works for you, good. But when it no longer works for you, why do it? You only live one life, you know. Then, to me, ideas and ideals such as loyalty and all these things, like in those situations that you're already in a bad situation, but you want to be loyal. You allow man-made ideas to affect your life like this. To me, that's being inhuman. Hamdram, well, I'm already an adult, just entered my 20s. Hamdram, you're not 20s, you just entered your 40s. Hamdram, you're 100% in your 40s, not the 20s, I'm sorry. That much I can tell. Shish. This kind of hot and cold weather indeed breeds seasons for many a virus. You take care too. Astro Boy. Maybe what is happening in Japan is a preview of what might happen in other East Asian countries regarding family and birth. Oh yeah, actually I do see the pattern that Japan has been leading the East Asian culture ever since the turn of the century. Yeah, that whatever Japan goes through, after that, Korea and China will go through in terms of the technological changes and in terms of the social changes. I think Japan is still way ahead in terms of in many ways in East Asia. In fact, right now Japan, by next year, will have flying taxis, you know, drone taxis, you know, that you can take to the airport, flying cars, like future sci-fi thing, you know, is happening in Tokyo starting next year. Japan is way ahead, you know, of all other East Asian countries. Has been so since the turn of the century. Still way ahead in terms of culture. So I do agree, Astro Boy, that Japan, what is happening in Japan now, the value changes in Japan is very much, I think, a preview of the changes that is to come in the rest of East Asia. Albert, problem with marriage is that it's hard for both parties to transgress or progress within the ever-changing paradigm. Exactly. This is why, Albert, you see me and my wife, we're rarely always together. We give each other a lot of room to grow. And this point I made clear to her very early in the relationship, that a relationship is not about setting boundaries and limiting your growth. A relationship should encourage your growth. And therefore, I told her right from the, because Limpeh is very much younger than me. Limpeh is a lot younger than me. Okay, you cannot imagine how much lot, but a lot. She's almost a generation younger than me. So I told her very early in the relationship that I'm here to help you grow. I'm not here to limit your growth. So I want you to explore and experience your life to the max. I want you to go after your dreams, your ambitions, anything. And I give her plenty of room to do so. I only enter her life when, during those times where she needs help to do certain things, that I may be able to help her break through those things quicker than if she do it on her own. That's when I enter her life. And after I'm done the job, I retreat. I live my life again. I grow my way. I said, I'm still growing. So I retreat, I'll grow. Then she has the time to grow as well. And I think in this way, even as married couples, we're not limiting each other's growth. And this is very important, you know. Humdrum, shishis, they're so sweet and wholesome. Okay. Mabel Tan, hi Limpeh, wondering if you think LGBTQ plus people are accepted in Turkey versus China and South Korea? I don't know. I've never raised this topic because to me, I don't label as people as straight or LGBT. Right? I don't label human beings in any way. So this kind of topics never pop up in my life and in my time, in my conversations. So I never really ask questions like this because, like I say, I just see human as human. I don't label or divide humans in my experience at all. So I'm not gonna ask him. Hello, can I ask you a question? Do you know LGBT? Yes. What do Turkey is LGBT is okay, or what do you think? It's okay, no problem.
No problem.
Everybody is open.
Yeah.
There you go. Straight from the horse mouth. Okay, not from me. Okay, from Turkish people. It's okay. I mean, Turkey is incredibly open. I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. I have no problem with LGBT. I have no problem hanging out with them if they happen to be in my life and circle. To me, I just see them, everybody human as human. Thanks a lot. Good night. Humdrum. Anyways, I'm really glad that I joined this live stream. Can you really share with everyone about my thoughts and worries in life? Also the human-to-human interaction. It's la kopi. You sit with your friends, you la kopi, you talk about anything in life, you know. I'm glad you enjoy yourself, Humdrum. I'm glad, super glad that this live stream is worth something for some of you. Humdrum, super duper thank you. Leona. Yes, the old traditional ways tend to break up marriages these days, yeah. Because human beings, you know, like in the spiritual circle, we talk about, right now there's a global rising of consciousness. Human beings are becoming aware, more and more aware of spiritual and individual growth, more than in previous generations. So I guess that's the reason why. When you want to grow, you cannot have boundaries. When you have boundaries, you cannot grow. And when you're someone who wants to grow, you will detect your boundaries very easily, and you get very irritated, frustrated when you detect that boundary. You want to break up, always. Shish. What's happening in Japan regarding birth rate is what's happening in most Asian countries too lately, including China, whose hosts world's biggest population at the moment, you know. Well, China's birth rate problem is a different problem. It's a more technical problem. China's birth rate problem is this: just less than 20 years ago, Chinese people can only have one child, the one-child policy. And then less than 20 years ago, it was abolished. So only this generation people can start to have more than one child. And you know what? They ran into a problem. The problem is they realized that after so many generations of having limiting childbirth, people cannot have children even when they want to. That's becoming a big problem. So right now, you know what's the biggest, like one of the fastest growing industry in China right now is the artificial fertility hospitals. Or fertility hospitals is the biggest thing in one of the biggest industry in China right now, because people just cannot have children after so many childbirths. You know. So China's problem is very. It's not. China's low birth rate is not due to the kind of reason and progress that we see in Japan and Korea. It is a totally different technical problem. Humdrum. Anyway, I get back to my video editing. Editing videos. I don't even do that anymore. I just do live. I don't do videos anymore. You guys want to know what I think about everything? Come on my live. It's so convenient, so easy. Humdrum. 1-2 hours later, I still need to upload. Humdrum. Thanks everybody for being so active and friendly in this chat. You are the best. See you again, Humdrum. See you. Liana, I'm watching Humdrum's video. He's younger than he looks than his profile picture. Humdrum, Astro Boy, all look crazy young. Astro Boy looks crazy young. Astro Boy is 2 years my senior, okay? And he looks early 20, to be honest. Japan is changing drastically. I won't call it drastically. I say Japan is changing dramatically, but not drastically. Drastically is term, at least in my experience, right? That seems to carry a certain kind of a negative connotation, but what I've experienced in Japan are really positive changes in society and structure. Of course, there are problems. There are a lot of problems, like the hikikomori problem, the yakuza problem. All these are still problems. But overall, I think the progress is very healthy, and the progress is in a direction of realizing more humanity, which I think is a good thing. They should have done that like way earlier. Right? Yeah. Astro Boy, unaffordable housing, stagnant wages, cost of education in a competitive environment, systemic unemployment, all the cuts. But so what's the point? What's the point you're trying to drive at, Astro Boy? Liana, Japanese are more open to interracial relationships than other Asian cultures. Yeah, much more. In fact, right now, I'm going to use colors because it's the easiest way to say this. Okay, but right now there's a lot of white Japanese, black Japanese. They're all Japanese, and of course, like honestly, I hear a lot of stories that white Japanese and black Japanese get discriminated and bullied in like early schooling days, like elementary school days. But the thing is, this thing is rising right now, rising very quickly, more so than any other Asian countries. Like Japan is always like slightly ahead of the curve in terms of Asian culture. Albert, you're a Bodhisattva in human form. What? Why? Why am I a Bodhisattva in human form? You know, when I was a monk at 17 years old, I was a monk for about 7 months. When I was a monk, those lay people who come, they always call me the Xiao Pusha, the little Bodhisattva. I don't know why. Albert, Mr. Manjushri. Wow, Manjushri is too much. Too much. Respect, Manjushri. Respect. Manjushri is too much. Thanks, Albert. Thanks for the praises and for buying me coffee. Like Albert, you're an angel. For those of you who enjoy my live stream, who may not be in a position to drop me a tip, you can still help me by clicking the like button. The like button helps YouTubers so much. Okay, do help me by clicking the like button right now if you have not. Elma, but infertility clinics are a boom industry around the world. Oh, but pretty much more like I don't know what around the world is because, like I said, I don't watch the news or anything. I only know the countries I've been to, and China really stood out in terms of this for me. I didn't feel this. I didn't feel this in Korea. I didn't feel this in New York. I didn't feel this in Japan. I don't feel this here in Turkey as well. But in China, it was huge. In that I would say if you watch TV in China, every 2 or 3 ads is an infertility clinic ad. Yeah, I have not seen infertility clinic advertisement in any other countries. Shish, shish. Yeah, even here, infertile clinics are progressing drastically. Oh, Liana, I think people are too fertile here in the UK. Oh my goodness. Astro Boy, learn from what we see and prepare. Learn what? Learn what from what we see and prepare. What's the point? You know, guys, because I talk a lot, so by the time I come to your message, it could be a few messages later, could be a few minutes later, and I could have been talking about a different thing by the time I come to your message. So try to be as complete in your message as possible so that I can connect. Things like, no, haha, I agree. I almost never know what you're agreeing to. Like Elijah right now. Who, what? I don't know why. Shish, did you shave your head when your mom? Yeah. Can't imagine without hair. I was without hair not just once, twice in my life. I was without hair as a monk, and then I was without hair, almost without hair in boot camp in military as well. In boot camp military, myself has been bald. It's almost zero hair as well. Oh, 3 times. Okay, I was actually almost. Once is monk. Second was boot camp when I went to military, and the third time was when I went to my Navy SEALs Buds course. Yeah, I went for Navy SEALs. So that was when I was almost completely bald as well. 3 times in my life. Liana, I know a lot of people who have at least 10 plus siblings. Wow, in UK. You know, UK should share the secret with the rest of the world. Elijah, you are a literal fresh breath of air, sincerely. Wow. Only for, like I say, you guys may enjoy what I'm doing, but honestly, I'm very niche. That's why after, this is episode 121, and I still have no more than 18 to 20 viewers every day, to be honest. I am very niche. Most people will come on my live stream and go like, the fuck this is about, man? Guys not showing us anything, not doing anything, just talking. Liana, British government gives people with multiple children a lot of money. Oh, yeah. The thing is, there's this tax break for in US there is as well, but still I don't see that kind of birth rate in US either. But of course, I've not been in US for very long, yeah. So, Liana, the parents don't even need to work. They can live off free housing, get money. Oh yeah. I think to a certain extent, it's the same in certain parts of America as well, where you get big bonuses for having extra children. I think it's the same in Singapore as well, where you get a lot of big bonuses for having more children. Literally, the government is buying children, And I like some of you guys may think like this guy knows nothing, like I don't know a lot of things that you guys may know as common sense from the internet. Why? Because I simply don't read the internet. Everything I know about everything I say is what I experienced in all these countries. Literally, I lived in those countries, and it's my own experience. I don't look up information. I don't surf the internet. I'm a tech dinosaur. I'm more than a dinosaur. I'm a dinosaur of the extinct kind, where the bones are all crumpled to ashes type. Shish. Episode 121, yeah. What the fuck? Every day I feel like we just start today. Yeah, it's 121. I still remember, like episode 12, right, like 2 weeks of doing the live stream was a big hoo-ha, I remember. Episode 12 was a big hoo-ha. Or 14 was a big hoo-ha. And now 121, man. And honestly, the live stream has not grown since then. Back then at episode 20 or so, we had like 15 to 20 viewers. Right now, I still have 15 to 20 viewers. So that much common sense these days come from the internet. I simply don't use the internet that way. I do not allow technology to disconnect me from the reality of life. I just focus on life. That's why I keep saying no. Okay, plugging in my extra battery. My first extra battery ever in my life. I just bought this 2 weeks ago. Okay, and yeah, what was I saying? That if one day I become a spiritual teacher, which right now is not an impossibility, but I'm not ready for that yet. But one day if I become a spiritual teacher, my message really is just this, man. Stop reading about life. Stop watching about life. Stop surfing the internet about life. Go out there and experience life. That is the reality of life. Liana, big difference. Healthcare is free. Yeah, America you have to pay. Yeah. Elijah, already clicked the like button. Thank you. Liana, even Americans on welfare have to work, but people in Britain, they don't have to work on welfare. Oh, interesting. I've never been on welfare, so I can't comment. Neither do I have friends on welfare, so I'm not quite sure how that works. For those of you who just joined me, this is a cold and rainy day here in Istanbul. It's a rainy day, hallelujah. Oh, it's still raining. Wow, phone is getting wet, like instant wet, you know. You can't really tell, yeah. But it's 10 degrees Celsius and raining. When it's raining like this in my neighborhood, yes, this is my neighborhood. This is a real Turkish neighborhood. This is something you will not see or experience no matter how many times you come to Istanbul as a tourist. This is my hood. And this is my favorite neighborhood cafe, the Vendor's Coffee. Yeah? And it's my bro there. And yeah. And today, because it's raining like this, and I'm feeling kind of cold because I stopped wearing my winter jacket ever since spring started. Man, it's kind of cold. Today, 10 degrees Celsius. Yesterday it was like 13 degrees Celsius. And if you're wondering what this live stream is about, this is a live stream where every morning here in Istanbul, yes, I've been in Istanbul for 1 year and 3 months. I bring you guys to a different place or location here in Istanbul daily. Okay, learn something and discover some small things about Istanbul, like, you know, what a neighborhood looks like and all this, like lifestyle things. And then grab a coffee and chit chat about anything and everything about life. This happens 10:30 a.m. Turkish time every day. Alright, so if you like my live stream, do help me to click the like button. And once again, today's coffee is sponsored by Mr. Albert here from Hong Kong. You guys can drop me a tip by going to the comment section and clicking on the little S button if you'd like to buy me a coffee of the day. But once again, thank you Albert for the coffee. Elijah, cold and rainy days are the best days. Yeah. At home. Honestly, today I had like 40%. Like I was like 40% about to do this live stream. About 40%. I wanted to just stay home, stay in bed. Honestly. Shish's Limpeh's favorite weather. Not when it's raining. My favorite is like this, but no rain. But it's raining. It's not quite my favorite. I can't be out when it's raining like this. It's raining. Just now, like in 5 seconds, my phone was almost fully wet. Liana, I hate cold rainy days. Which is most days here, yeah, London. This is the look and feel of a real Turkish neighborhood, a real Turkish residential neighborhood. And if you just join me today we're talking about the changing values of females, housewives, relationships, things like that. Yeah, a lot of very good discussions done today about the changing role of women in the world, and some focus on sharing my experience in East Asia. See, at the end of the day, right, I have no knowledge to share. I can only share experiences. I have nothing in my head to share. Yes, it's the rain that's the problem. It's a rainy day. Hallelujah, it's a rainy day. I have very small eyes. Oh, and this live stream happens every day, 10:30 a.m. Turkish time. Right? For those of you who are new to my live stream, catch me every day. If you need someone to chat with at night, if you just want to know something about Istanbul, 10:30 a.m. Turkish time, which is time in America and afternoon in Asia. That's when you can come to the Limpeh Kopitiam. Kopitiam is Singapore term for cafe, yeah. Or yeah, Kopitiam is literally coffee shop. Yeah, it's Singapore term for coffee shop. Wow, we're 1 hour and 17 minutes in. Elijah, what would you describe as a perfect weather? Oh, I do know what's my perfect weather. Full overcast, no sunlight whatsoever. Means it's bright, it's like noontime looking like slightly evening time. At about uh at about 15 degrees Celsius, and what's that? At about 15 degrees Celsius, 60% humidity, and no wind, no rain, no snow. That's my ideal weather. So 15 degrees Celsius, 60% humidity, overcast, no sunlight, no rain, no snow, no wind. That's my ideal weather. Elma, I love it when it rains if I don't have to go out. It's the best time to sleep. For me, when it rains, I just don't go out. So that's why every morning, the first thing I check when I wake up is I pull the curtains and I look at the sky. That 10 seconds of looking at the sky would determine pretty much what I do for the whole day. Yeah. Or what happens in my life for the whole day. That pull of a curtain would determine that. Liana, I never considered going to Istanbul until watching your stream. Oh yeah, so far as I know, 5% has come to Istanbul from watching my stream. You know, like Istanbul state government, if you're watching, we could do something. I know 5% who has been. But you know, interestingly, all my life growing up, I've never actually thought about coming to Istanbul either. Never. Like, all my life, I've never thought about coming to Istanbul. Never even crossed my mind. But I'm so glad I discovered Istanbul in all its richness, in all it's such an amazing place, yeah. I say, you know, Istanbul right now stands as my most favorite city in the world, based on 5 criteria. Yeah, based on these 5 criteria, Istanbul is officially right now my most favorite city to live in, and I've lived in many cities, okay, around the world. What 5 criteria? Anyone here? You know, I talk about these 5 criteria so much. I bet you guys know. Who knows what these 5 criteria are? Diana. Yes, I like the idea of just casually strolling through the streets. Life is slow here, so slow. Life is slow here, slower than a turtle. Life is so yavaş. Yavaş yavaş. That's Turkish for relax, relax, slow, slow, or higi higi, you know? Oh, Sean Chaw from Singapore. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, welcome. Sean Chaw. Well, nice to see you again, yeah, buddy. 4 seasons. People, relatively safe. Yep, there's 3 and 2 more. Albert, the people, the possibility. I think you can remember these 3. Okay. Okay, for those of you who are newer or just forgot, Istanbul is my favorite city in the world for five reasons. Okay, I rank everywhere that I live in based on these 5 criteria. Number 1, it's 4 seasons. If there's no 4 seasons, I simply won't be living there. That's just period. To me, 4 seasons is the absolute prerequisite. Like anywhere without 4 seasons, I may go for a weekend trip, but I will never live there. Yeah. Number 2, it needs to be big and interesting. Big and interesting, lots to discover, and very few countries in the world has as much to discover as Turkey does. Turkey is pretty much the cradle of ancient history. 70% of Christian pilgrimage sites are here in Istanbul, including the staff of Moses is here in Istanbul. No, and the grave of it's incredible, right? Mary Magdalene, yeah. It needs to be safe and clean. First, like there's no trash all over the streets, no gangsters hanging out everywhere, you know, like certain parts of certain countries. Okay, now whenever you are safe and clean and big and beautiful, you're rarely this, which is criteria number 4, cheap. You know, for foreigner, okay, I know Turkish people are suffering, but for foreigner, Turkey is still very cheap. Yeah, when your first world clean and safe and fun and interesting country it is very rarely cheap. Like I would say Korea and Japan meets all these 3 criteria, but they are not cheap. Yeah. So that's 4, and one final one, which is the most important. This one I don't see in most countries in the world right now. Happy people. If you guys have been following my live stream all this while, see how friendly, how warm, how enthusiastic, and how friendly and how open-hearted, how compassionate the people here of Istanbul is. Okay, I can only talk about Istanbul because I've never been to the rest of Turkey. So, these 5 criteria. So hard to find happy people. They are happy, you know. Istanbul is the only city in the world I see street cleaners smiling, doing their job smiling, and then talking to people, saying hi to shop owners. Yeah. The only country in the world I see happy street cleaners and happy Karanguni people. Recycling collectors. There's recycling collectors everywhere in the world, right? But the recycling collectors here actually greet and smile at people. Oh, I don't see this in any countries in the world. So these are my 5 criteria. What makes Istanbul the lived in? I'm talking about life. I'm not talking about living. Yeah. Elijah, the people, 4 seasons, the energy. 4 seasons, safety, the happiness. Not easy to get visa. Not easy to get. It's cleanliness. Cleanliness and safety, I put it in one as one. Clean and safe, I always put it as one. Usually, what I experience around the world is usually this. This is usually true. When a place is dirty, it's rarely safe, and a safe place is usually always clean. Yeah, that's what I experience around the world. So I usually put clean and safe as one thing. Liana, I see you make it difficult because I ask for fast answer. But you guys know, you guys, yeah, you guys are close enough to be honest, yeah. To know, to be able to answer like this shows that you guys have been with me for so long and you know so much about all these things about how I think. Really appreciate it. Appreciate it. So based upon these 5 criteria, right? Really, but I know, like, of course, everybody have different criteria for ranking the place they want to live in, and for most people, healthcare, medical, all these things stands as a very high priority, right? Not for me. Not for me. I don't ever take healthcare and medical stuff into consideration, or simply because I would sooner die than see a doctor or anything. Yeah. I don't go to a doctor like ever. Not even been to a dentist. Yeah, only sacrilege I've ever done to my body. Albert, after Istanbul, which country, city will come close from your personal experience? Oh, actually, to be honest, after Istanbul, the city that comes close was actually 25 years ago. 25 years ago, one city would be my second, would come close. If today that city is still the way it is today, which is no longer the way it is today, but back 25 years ago, that would have been number 2. Can you guys guess which city? Sean Cho, where are you today, Limpeh Cafe? Yeah. Today is a rainy day and I'm in my favorite vendor's coffee with that used to be my corner. Right now I like this new concept. Oh, Albert! Wow, Albert, you know? Oh, Albert, how do you guess? How do you guess of all countries of all cities in the world, and you have to know what every city in the world is like 25 years ago? Wow, how do you come to the correct answer? I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Wow, how do you come to this answer, Albert? I'm shocked because that's the correct answer. Shanghai would have been my number 2 if it's still the same as it was 25 years ago. Albert, I mentioned Shanghai being my second favorite. Did I mention? Liana, 25 years ago I was 8 years old, so I have no idea. Oh, you just review your age, Liana. Not that it matters though, doesn't matter. You mentioned you did. Wow. And thanks a lot, Albert, for remembering. I don't think anyone remembered. I don't even remember I ever having said it, to be honest. I don't even remember ever having said it. Very touched. Albert, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for remembering what I said. Elijah, I wasn't there during the Shanghai days. Well, Shanghai days there was no internet, there was no smartphone. Yeah. There is internet, but not the way you guys know internet today. Albert, not a second favorite, but you did spend time there. Yeah, but I did spend time in many other countries. So, Albert, why not? Why not Korea? Why not Japan? Why not anywhere else? Why Shanghai? Why not Brisbane? I lived in Brisbane as well. Astro Boy, wow, Shanghai in the late 90s was the Wild Wild West. Yeah. Shanghai 25 years ago was so different. People are actually happy. They're all wearing the blue they're all wearing the Chairman Mao Street, wearing the hat, the blue hat and the blue clothing. And they all look happy. Happy people that honestly Shanghai anymore. 20-ish years ago was when I spent time in Tokyo as well, in Japan as well. Astro Boy, more bicycles than car. Yeah, 25 years ago in Shanghai, you know the roads are wide, but you have to sit there like maybe only one car passes by every minute. You know, very few cars. Right now it's congested and jammed every single day, all times of the day. Elijah, well, you had mentioned before that Korea had one thing in common with America: unhappiness. Yeah, yeah. Korea unhappiness is quite rampant, quite sad. The level of happiness in Korea is very low, so very low, lower than Japan. In my own experience, yeah, and in my own contact with the people living deep within the real residential, like real society, I personally found that Japanese are happier than Koreans, generally. Elijah, well, technically New York. Yeah, I have to qualify. My experience with what I call America is just New York. And if you know America well enough, you know there are over 50 different Americas. Yeah? Every state is different. Every state has its own law and culture and beliefs and biases. So it's not fair to just say American culture. You go deep enough, every state is different. Even New Jersey and New York, so close together, they might as well be one. It's so different. Yeah, Boston and New York, so different. In fact, New York City and the rest of New York, so different. So I got to qualify everything that I say, everything that I share comes from my limited experience. I do no research on these things. I'm just sharing experience. I don't share research. I don't share knowledge. I don't share things that I read. I only share experience. That experience could be a long time ago. That experience could be a very limited area. Yeah, you have to understand and understand everything that I share in this context. Okay. Elijah, very different. Yeah, Albert, Chicago is nice. I've never been to Chicago. I should go to Chicago. As a professional options trader, Chicago should be my pilgrimage site. You know, the Chicago Board of Options Exchange should be my pilgrimage site. But I've never been there. As a professional options trader, I should go to Chicago, go to the CBOE, and then really like kowtow, really like bow to the CBOE and give them 3 good kowtow. Really, thank the CBOE for providing for me for the past 2 decades. You know, I should go kowtow. I should do a pilgrimage to Chicago, to be honest. Oh, Z, McNamara. I haven't seen you in a long time, McNamara. I lived in Rhode Island before. Life in RI and Boston are completely different, even though it's just 45 minutes drive. I know, right? Yeah, Rhode Island and even Rhode Island and in fact, every part of New York is different. Every part of New York has a different culture. Yeah. It's very hard to generalize. The only thing I can generalize about New York is this: it's generally dirty. It's generally old and decaying. Just like the DC comic Gotham City. Hey, do you guys know that New York is actually Gotham City? That in New York there's a town hall called Gotham Hall. So Gotham City is a real thing. New York is Gotham City officially. And it feels exactly like that. It feels old and grimy and decaying. Astro Boy. I'm a big Apple fan, so I did my pilgrimage to One Infinite Loop and yeah, Gotham. Yeah, New York is Gotham City. You know, Gotham City is not an invention. You know, it's a real thing. It's New York. It's the name is there. Gotham Hall, Gotham Town Hall. Yeah, in Chrysler Building and around the Chrysler Building, beside Bryant Park, there's the Gotham Hall. I think used to be the old town hall or something. Yeah? Maybe Gotham used to be a town within the city. I don't know. I'm not sure. Never researched that history. Liana, there's loads of places in the US I want to visit. Really? Like where? Like where? The one thing as an East Asian person, the one thing I like about New York is really this. Actually, there are positives about New York. I typically talk bad things about New York, but there are positive things as well. And to me, it's the degree of cultural freedom that I experience in New York, while permitting you to live your own ethnic and your own cultural setting. It's a more liberal and open setting than like, okay, I always say, where I live in New York is a liberal version of Korea. It's exactly Korea. Everything is in Korean. Everybody's Korean, but the culture and the culture is just not limiting and restricting like in Korea, but a open and free culture. To me, that is like perfection. Liana, well, Chicago is top of the list because I have friends there. Oh, Albert, very good pizza. Oh, very good pizza where? Chicago. Oh, Chicago pan pizzas. Oh, the deep pan pizzas. I have to eat to know. I never had it in Chicago. Even though I've had it in other places, I doubt it's the same thing. I have to go to Chicago to know. Astro Boy, something in the water. What thing in the water? Loch Ness monster? The swamp thing? Sean Chaw. But how suppressed are Koreans in Korea? Isn't Singapore worse? I don't know anything about Singapore, yeah? I don't even know who the president of Singapore is. I don't know Singapore culture at all. Okay, I have no idea at all. But I can tell you that Korea is one track life. It's super one track life. It's super depressing as a young person. You can make one simple small mistake early in your life, like not getting into the right school, and the rest of your life you're pretty much screwed. Or you're born short, you're screwed. Or you're born with a bad nose, you're screwed. Or you're born darker skin than other people, you're screwed. That's how limiting Korea is, and I don't think a lot of countries are as limiting as Korea. Korea has a very, very limiting culture. To me, this kind of limit pretty much is anti-humanity, because it's not respecting you as an individual human being, and it's not allowing you to grow as an individual human being with your own dreams and ambitions. When I was still in Korea, you can ask a young person what's your dream, and he or she will get very offended. They'll go like, why should I have a dream? Now why do I need to have a dream? Even a dream becomes a taboo in Korea. I was shocked. He was reacting very badly to my simple question of what's your dream. Wow, he was reacting very badly. Now 왜 꼭 꿈이 있어야 돼? 왜? 와, 왜냐고? 난 진짜 충격 받았어. I was very shocked. Liana, but California, Houston, Texas, New Jersey, Oklahoma, there are just too many places I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, wow. Well, if we happen to be in New York, yeah, do drop me a line, yeah. Astro Boy, pizza, Chicago deep pan pizza, New York water. What about New York water? What water are you referring to? What New York water? I don't, Astro Boy, you're talking cryptic right now. I totally lost what line of discussion you're on. I totally lost you, Astro Boy. I totally lost you right there. I don't know what line of discussion you're on. Astro Boy, it said that New York pizza taste is from the water. New York pizza tastes like crap. New York serves up the worst pizza I've ever eaten in my life, to be honest. In my experience, okay, in my life, that's why I didn't say New York has the worst pizza. No, I say New York has the worst pizza that I've ever eaten in my experience. Wow. Thin and soggy and with pretty much nothing on top. Oh. But New York, if I think about this three terms, New York, water and food, I think of one thing. Do you know what? Now this is a test for you guys. See how international you are. What food can you think of connecting New York, water, and food? These three terms, New York, water, and food, what comes to mind? New York, water, and food, what dish comes to mind? Or what food comes to mind? Let's test how international you guys, your palates are. New York, water, and food, what comes to mind? Sean, true, difficult for you to compare with SG as you have been away so long. From what we see from news, it seems like they have more freedom of speech compared to us here in SG. Well, this much I can share firsthand, that there's no freedom of speech in Singapore. This much I can share as an experiential truth. If you guys know my history with Singapore, I have history with that country. And it's a history regarding freedom of speech. Sean Chow, if we say anything online in Singapore, we may be sued. Yeah. To me, that kind of culture reminds me of North Korea. Okay, it reminds me of the deep communist days of China. Any country that behaves like this to me is just a communist country. Okay, no, I'm sorry. If I said this in Singapore tomorrow, I'll be in jail. Okay, you guys believe if this live stream is not here in Istanbul but in Singapore, tomorrow I will be in jail. Yeah. I can't live in no way I can live in a country like this. I'll die in like 1 month, or maybe 2 weeks. Zim McNamara, got my undergrads from Kansas and graduate school in Rhode Island. Oh. So very different cultures, yeah. Liana, if I was going to travel for pizza, I'll go Sicily. Oh. Can you guys also see I have a few questions thrown out. Number one, what food do you think of when you connect these three terms? New York, water, and food. New York, water, and food. These three together, what comes to mind? And second question, which country has my most favorite pizza? What is my most favorite pizza? Okay, these two questions. Astro Boy, I can only think of bagel plus. There you go, Astro Boy. New York, water, and food. What comes to mind? Bagel. New York water bagel. It's the actual term is water bagel. Yeah, because there's many different types of bagel. Everywhere every state makes bagels slightly differently. But New York is famous for water bagel, which is a formula taken from the Jewish people. Yep. And New York water bagel is my most favorite food in New York. Yeah. I have not eaten a better bagel or bagel sandwich. I have not had a better bagel sandwich anywhere else in the world but in New York. It's just, the taste is just amazing. How fluffy the insides are and how crunchy wow. Just amazing. So, Astro Boy, Chukai! You win nothing, but you win. You win. Finish him. Pizza, Astro Boy, pizza, Domino. Okay, Astro Boy, you're very close. Wow, Astro Boy seems to know me very well. You know, Astro Boy is getting all my tastings correct. You're very close. My favorite pizzas is the sacrilege of all pizzas, Korean pizzas. Korean sweet pizza. Wow, sweet potato with regular potato. Whoa. This is a sacrilege of all things pizza. This is still my favorite pizza in the world. Kokuma kamcha pizza. Kokuma kamcha pizza. Italians will flip at this idea, I'm telling you. Shunsei, hello Shunsei. Shunsei, please say hello, my dear 6-year-old family member. Is it Mikhail or Michael? I'm watching today. Hello Mikhail, hello Michael, hello. Pyong, 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 pyong. Welcome to my live stream. This is Uncle Limpeh in Istanbul. And welcome back, Shinsei. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for watching with your family. I gotta try from now on. From this point onwards, I need to make my live stream or what I talk about family safe. Yeah. Sometimes what I talk about is not very family safe. So guys, sometimes I say things that are not family safe. So do let me know if you are minors watching my live stream so that I can cut out some of these things. Okay. Astro Boy. Grilled kurkuma is the bomb. But grilled kurkuma is the same thing people eat in China, in Spain during cold weather. So it's not a Korean thing. Yeah. In Spain, in Barcelona, during cold weather, they sell grilled kurkumas by the street, exactly the same way as they sell it in China. By the way, kurkuma is Korean language for sweet potato, right? And it's not gogoma, it's kokuma. So it's to be, if you want to romanize it, it's closer to Goguma, kokuma, not kokuma. Shouldn't say. Liana, I'm actually lactose intolerant, so I can't really eat pizza. Oh, I'm actually lactose intolerant as well, but I'll eat it from time to time. I am allergic to everything, to every allergies known in this world. See, right now I'm still having my allergy attack. New allergy coming out yesterday. My allergies has been getting worse and worse ever since I recovered from COVID. Yeah. Like I'm allergic to anything and everything for no reason right now. Ever since I recovered from COVID. No, actually ever since I got COVID. When I got COVID, this thing starts appearing and it continues to come. Like of course at a much lower rate right now. It was like much worse when I had COVID, but right now it's coming down, but it's still coming. So yeah, right now we're talking about food, my favorite food. Liana, yeah, there's a high chance I will cook myself if I diarrhea. Same. I can't do diarrhea in the morning, especially in the morning. If I drink milk in the morning, I would die. My instantly stomach ache instantly, and there was once I almost died from lactose intolerance. Just last year. I had, because last year I was trying to build muscle, so I was drinking a lot of milk, even though I'm intolerant and I was like having very bad stomach. And then after that, I started to have my joints, everything, all my joints start to seize up. And there was one time I was like so much pain, I could not train anymore. Yeah, from my lactose intolerance. Astro Boy, it's a little like persimmons. There are so many type, hard and soft. Same with kurkuma. What you mean bagel? Yeah, bagel. There's so many different kind of bagels. So many different kinds. My favorite kind of bagel is what we call everything in, everything bagel with all kinds of toppings on top. Albert, hope you steadily recover. Yeah, as you can see, all these are the old marks, from like few weeks ago. From a few weeks ago, those marks are still there. You can't really see. Luckily, I don't have it on my face. This COVID is a monster, to be honest. It's easy to recover from COVID, but the after effects is so random. It's like playing a Dungeons and Dragons RPG game. You roll your random encounter, you roll your random effect. Everybody's gonna be different, and my after effect comes in the way of allergies. My nightmares are allergies. Astro Boy, Korean like the purple brown skin type. Oh, you mean kokuma? Yeah. Kun kokuma. In kun kokuma, which is what called grilled sweet potato, in Korea we only use the yellow type, and in cooking you use the purple type. Every type of kokuma is a different purpose. Okay, nobody grills purple kokuma, never. Okay. And nobody cooks with yellow kurkuma. Brown Demon. Oh, Brown Demon, hi, welcome to my live stream. First time on my live stream, welcome. For those of you new to my live stream, this is a live stream where every morning here in Istanbul, yes, I mean Istanbul, Istanbul, where every morning I bring you guys to a different place or location in Istanbul, discover something about Istanbul, grab a coffee and then chit chat about anything, everything about life. It happens 10:30 a.m. Turkish time every day. If you enjoy my live stream, do help me by clicking the like button. If you like to buy me a coffee of the day, do go to the comment section and clicking on the S button. Right, let's go. Brown Demon, drink oat milk. It's good and comes from plants, obviously. Oh yeah, yeah, true that. Albert, must be some of the lingering after effects regarding compromised immunity system. Actually, I don't think it's my immunity system is compromised. I wish it's compromised. The thing is, allergies happen because you have too strong an immunity system, too active an immunity system, and I think it's because my immunity. I recovered from COVID with no medicine. Okay, I recovered from COVID with just water and willpower. So I think because of that, my immunity system went into overdrive, and right now it's not coming down, and it's still in overdrive. So it's trying to attack everything. Hence the allergies. Allergies are a result of overly active immunity system rather than a compromised one. Liana, I drink soya milk. Oat milk is bad for me as well. Oh, I don't know. I just don't drink any form of milk right now. Albert, cold showers may help. Wim Hof method. Wow, almost 2 hours, guys. I gotta end it here. It's been a very, I find that lately, right, our chit chat sessions have been very, very interesting. Like even just chit chatting like this here without going out is very interesting. Of course, yesterday we went out. Yesterday we checked out the beautiful Bosphorus Straits of Istanbul. So yeah, today, once again, thank Albert from Hong Kong for buying me my coffee of the day. Thank you so much. Albert, immunity system was Super Saiyan 3. No, Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan God mode. Super Saiyan God mode. Super Saiyan Black. This days is Super Saiyan Black, This Dragon Ball series just went from good to ridiculous. Like I still remember when Goku became broke Super Saiyan 1 for the first time. He was big, right? He was significant. Right now, Super Saiyan this, that. He went from good to ridiculous. Soon say, I only drink oat milk, or ham milk. Ham milk? Whoa. But anyways, guys, let's end it here. Albert, Ultra Instinct. See you guys tomorrow. Liana, I love you. No Dragon Ball. I grew up with Dragon Ball. I grew up with the original series when Goku was a kid, Rihan, I drink skimmed goat milk. Oh, okay. Oh, Rihan, you were quiet. Rihan from India. Now that I'm ending, all of you are popping up, man. Soon say annyeong. So guys, see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow 10:30 a.m. Turkish time. Today is almost 2 hours. Gotta end it here. If it goes any longer, it affects the rest of my day. Yeah. So thanks once again, Albert, for the coffee, and thanks all of you for the very, very interesting conversation today. So interesting. I can keep going on. Today is so interesting to talk. Yeah. And to Mikhail or Michael, 안녕. 내일 뵙겠습니다.